Ching-Wan and Jianqing are two Hong Kong police officers who are embedded in different triads under different circumstances, but end up under the same drug dealer named Suchit. After gathering enough evidence, the police organize an operation to capture him, but Suchit escapes to the Golden Triangle with a few men and takes the badly wounded Jianqing there with him. His cover has not yet been compromised, and Jianqing, finding himself incommunicado, continues to play the role of the bandit's loyal henchman. While Ching-Wan prepares a repeat operation to capture not only Hong Kong criminals, but also plantation owners in the Golden Triangle. The first installment of White Storm, released in 2013, was one of the important steps towards bringing Hong Kong and mainland China closer together. It was a fairly confident attempt to fit the Hong Kong-style action movie into the Chinese statute book, albeit as flawed as anything Benny Chan has directed. The second part of the movie was released in 2019. It was directed by Herman Yau and was connected to the first film only by a few actors, who played in the sequel different characters. Up to the fact that Louis Koo, who depicted a noble undercover agent in the first film, played the main antagonist in the sequel, a complete scumbag. In White Storm 3 the pendulum swung again. Louis Koo once more time tries on the image of an undercover agent, and the villain here is Ching-Wan, who in the first movie was a policeman. The newcomer of the series is Kwok, who is responsible for the main dramatic line, and in the director's chair is Herman Yau again, who in 2023 worked as a real workaholic, releasing as many as 4 films. It all sounds like a potential hit, but this time all of it didn't go quite well. What went wrong? It's hard to say, because all 3 White Storm movies are far from outstanding. Yes, they have quite cool action, good charismatic actors, they have script, they have all the obligatory genre elements. But there is no main thing, the desire to surpass themselves, to produce something new and fresh, to somehow reflect the gigantic heritage of Hong Kong action movies of the golden era and redirect it into creation. There is only a desire to work off the number, without violating any censorship restrictions and without descending to blatant propaganda, but even with this the authors have a hard time. Thus, in the middle of the movie several scenes are devoted to the suffering of the hero Louis Koo, an undercover policeman, because he had to kill the killer who attacked Suchit. While the movie, as in any action movie, is full of scenes in which good characters shoot off bad goos, and at these moments our hero is not a bit worried. White Storm 3 lasts more than 2 hours, and this timing is a little too much. The characters are not sitting still, but some things could be tamped down, trimmed or removed altogether, because the middle of the movie sags a little. There are also questions to its structure. It is non-linear, the action starts from the middle and is interspersed with a lot of flashbacks, which do not change anything fundamentally and do not add new angles, they just tell in more detail how the main characters reached such a life. However, White Storm 3 still has one big advantage, it is better than the second part, even if its box office were 6 times lower, rolling back to the results of the first part. For 2013, these results were quite decent, but now, after 10 years and several super hits with box office of $500 million, this result looks more like a failure.